On Christmas Eve, 1945, a house burned to the ground in West Virginia. By morning, 5 children were gone. No bodies, no bones, no remains. Authorities said they were consumed by the fire, but their parents knew something wasn't right, because fires don't erase human bodies completely, and this fire left nothing behind. This is the chilling mystery of the Sodder children, a case that remains unsolved to this day. The Sodder family lived in Fayetteville, West Virginia. George and Jenny Sodder were Italian immigrants raising 10 children in a modest 2-story home. George was outspoken. He openly criticized Benito Mussolini and the fascist government of Italy, something that made him enemies, even in small American towns. Despite this, the Sodders were known as hardworking, respected, and close-knit. On December 24th, 1945, the family celebrated Christmas Eve together. There was nothing unusual, nothing to suggest it would be the last night 5 of their children would ever be seen. Just after 1 a.m., Jenny Sodder woke up to the sound of something hitting the roof. Minutes later, she smelled smoke. The house was on fire. George and Jenny escaped with 4 of their children, but 5 children were still inside. Maurice, 14, Martha, 12, Louis, 9, Jenny, 8, Betty, 5. George tried everything to reach them. The ladder he always kept outside? Gone. His truck, which he planned to use to reach the upper floor, wouldn't start. Within minutes, the house collapsed into flames. The Sodder children were never seen again. Firefighters didn't arrive until 7:30 a.m., over 6 hours later. Authorities quickly concluded the children died in the fire, but the Sodders demanded proof. When the ashes were searched, no bones were found, not a single fragment. Experts later confirmed that even intense house fires do not completely destroy human remains. Yet investigators insisted the children were gone forever. The case was closed, just like that. As the days passed, strange details began to surface. The phone line had been cut. The fire may have started with accelerants. A witness reported seeing a man stealing the ladder that night. Another witness claimed they saw children being led away from the burning house. And a woman at a nearby diner said she saw 5 children matching their description the next morning, traveling with 2 adults. George Sodder remembered a chilling warning. Months earlier, a stranger had visited the house and said, "This house will go up in smoke, and your children will be destroyed." The reason? George's political opinions. Another man who worked on the property later admitted he knew the fire was not accidental. The Sodders began to believe the unthinkable. Their children hadn't died, they had been taken. George and Jenny refused to give up. They spent years traveling, investigating, and following leads. They even placed a giant billboard along Route 16, displaying photos of their missing children, offering a reward. Decades passed. Then, in 1967, Jenny received a mysterious letter. Inside was a photograph of a young man. On the back were the words, "Louis Sodder, I love brother Frankie. Ill boys, a 901, 32, or 35. The man looked eerily similar to Louis, one of the missing children. The Sodders hired a private investigator to track the letter's origin. He never returned. No report, no explanation. The FBI investigated the case, but later withdrew, citing lack of evidence. No arrests were ever made. No bodies were ever recovered. No confessions were ever recorded. George Sodder died in 1969. Jenny wore black for the rest of her life. She never believed her children were dead. If the children died in the fire, where were the remains? If they were kidnapped, who took them and why? Were they sold, hidden, or raised under new identities? To this day, the disappearance of the Sodder children remains one of the most disturbing unsolved mysteries in American history. 5 children vanished on Christmas Eve, and the truth burned with the house.